Hey everybody. It is kind of late, but I did tell you that I was going to pop in and go live and talk about something new that we have for providing feedback. And so sorry you can't see my face and only my screen. I kind of wish Facebook had an option to do both, although right now, I don't know, because I pretty much just melted into a blob today with how hot it is in the Northeast, and I live in a 300-year-old house without any air conditioning. Well, that's not true. Without any type of lots of air conditioning. I do have a small window air conditioner in my room. Um, all right. So first, I want to make sure people can hear and see me. So when you pop on, just say hello. I will check that on my phone because I am sharing my screen. Um, so we're going to go over, I'm just going to show you how we created a new feedback board for you guys to give us some more structured feedback. We appreciate all of the feedback that you have given so far immensely. I mean, that's why we have this beta group, because we just want to make this better and better and better. And you guys have been doing that, so thank you. We didn't realize so many people would finish the course so quickly, so we hadn't even planned out how we were going to receive feedback or testimonials or anything yet. So we came up with this yesterday, or no, Tuesday night, and what we're going to do is we're going to add you to this, and then you'll be able to basically comment and add your own cards. And the way that we did it is so exciting. We created a team called Organize Your Life Beta, and I'm going to pop the link in. I'm going to have to flip back to Facebook, which is going to look all super crazy. Oh, I see comments. Hi, Susan. Hi, Patricia. Okay, let's see if I can add this link here. Okay, I'm going to put in the comments for now, but I will attach it to the full list later. Okay, so basically what that does is once you add yourself, so when you go there, you're basically adding yourself to this team, and within this team, you're going to find this board, this feedback board, which I'll walk you through in a sec, but you're also going to find we haven't added them all yet, the sample boards. So they'll all be in one place. How cool is that? I'm very excited that like in my head it worked that way, and I was able to figure out how it like in real life works that way. So all right, so this is the feedback board. The first list here is general comments and feedback. So this is, remember, everybody can see this, so you can just add a card and you can just say, whatever you want. Like earlier it was, let's see, meal planning. Oh no, that's a bad example, but whatever. You get the point. You can add whatever someone commented and said they thought we were talking too fast. So you can just, add a quick card. Yeah, it helps if you actually do it the right way. Talking too fast. Enter. There we go. And then go in here and just, add more details. And then other people can comment if they want to. Oh yeah, I thought the same thing. So don't just add your own stuff. Also, look through and see what other people have added. What we've added so far are the current modules. So the second column or list here is sample boards. So nope, go back there. So someone earlier said, oh, the meal planning module, the video is at the bottom. So you're going to just put a comment, go in here, put a comment in. Video is at the bottom. Move it. Move it. And save. Okay. So those are the modules. As we get more sample boards up and more tech tutorials up, we'll just add the name of the module here. But that's the same thing for this list, the tech tutorial. So if you see something in this particular video or the module or something is missing, something is spelled wrong, whatever it is, just go into the module and notate it. This fourth list is for ideas. So whatever ideas you have, if you guys have some ideas for new boards you would like us to come up with, I mean, I know you guys have been coming up with that already, but this is a good way to like organize it and keep it, just keep it nice and streamlined, and for everybody to be able to comment and see the other ideas so they're not like redundant or anything like that. And then this last list is for when you finish the course. So there's a survey here. The link is here. I don't want to click to it because it just, my computer will take too long to load. It asks a couple of questions. By sharing it on this, you give us permission to maybe put it on our website as a testimony, share it with others. Maybe, we'll feature you on social media. It also asks if you want to hop on like a 5 or 10 minute Zoom call with us, or, like a face-to-face call with us. And we'll ask you your personal feedback and give a video testimonial that way. We would love that. So this is basically, excuse me, this is basically this board for you to put your ideas on. I do want to see, let's see, Susan asked, will we see what everyone else is working with? Do you mean their own boards? No, but you will see, by being part of the team, you will, let's see, let me show you what's currently on the team. All right, so here's my team. So I have here's my personal board so far. League of Extraordinary Moms, which is what Kara and I are launching. MPB Meal Planning Blueprints, that's my own blog. And then here's on the bottom, Organize Your Life Beta. So currently we have this feedback board, the one that I just showed you. My family meal planning board that is in the meal planning module is there. So it's a way where you don't have to go in and click all the links in every module. You would go here and then you would go and copy it just like you would if you had clicked the link. I hope that makes sense. So basically all of the sample boards that we give you will show up. When you log into Trello, you'll have like your personal boards here, and then underneath you'll have this team that you're a part of, Organize Your Life Beta, and all of the sample boards will be there for you to copy and change and do whatever you want with. I hope that answers your question, Susan. Okay, so I will, like I said, I posted the link in the comment above, but I will post it in the above this video by itself. Okay, so I did also want to give you a quick overview of what we were working on. Kara has no idea I'm doing this. Okay, so obviously we are using a Trello board to organize this course and everything. So we have a lot of ideas, and pretty much everything has been brain dumped onto here. So if you see something here and it doesn't end up happening, maybe it wasn't popular, whatever the case. So first top priority is the daily schedule calendar. Everybody has asked for that. I am working on that. I have like 3 different ones I'm working in, and I'm trying to determine the simplest method of doing it and using ButlerBot, because that's like an automated thing, but also a way where if you don't want to deal with having the automatic things happen with ButlerBot, it's still a simple way to organize. So right now I'm using 2, and I don't know if that's going to be the ultimate way I go, but I'm going to do a video on that later, and I'll probably, once I tweak it down a little bit, I will ask you guys for some more feedback. And Kara's working on event planning. We're thinking about doing some like just home stuff like couponing, grocery shopping, back to school, vacation planning, like holiday planning is a big one. Let's see, Bible study, prayer journal, and then there's like just all of these other random ideas that we've had. I don't know if you guys can see this. Important photos, a food journal, organizing kids' artwork, capsule pantry, not pantry, sorry, that's something that I do. Capsule wardrobe, gift ideas, going camping. I know we have some teachers in the group. I know we also have entrepreneurs in the group. So if you want us to go into how we set up a blog editorial calendar, we're also both in direct sales, Kara and I, so how we organize our direct sales businesses, we can go into those things as well. And the other tutorials we have added, let me add ButlerBot here. I did see that that wasn't there, and add a little label there. Okay, so the grouping of boards, you guys are already seeing that in action once you join this team. That's basically using Teams. We're going to go through power-ups, keyboard shortcuts, Chrome extensions, and ButlerBot for sure, and maybe some others. Excuse me. So we're also working on bonuses, what we're going to do for bonuses, what we're going to do for bonuses when we launch the course, but also like maybe some just like freebies if some certain printables might help you. I know that this is not a paper way of planning, obviously it's a digital way, but sometimes like a checklist might help, or I know for sure we're going to do a printable keyboard for the keyboard shortcuts. I actually have that posted above my office desk, and that is really helpful because I look at it all the time. All right, Keisha says stuff for entrepreneurs and editorial calendars would be great. Awesome. That maybe we'll just make that like one module of just how we organize our businesses. You know, so that's something when you, obviously you just gave me that feedback now, but that would be something here. So you would add to the ideas for entrepreneurs, editorial calendar. Let's see. Organize business, how to organize business, spell it right, Elisa, and editorial calendar. So here, so I've added that idea in here. Thank you, Keisha. So does anybody have any questions on how to join the team and why you want to do that? You can always leave the team after this is over, or you can stay on it. And let's see, let me show you. Because here's a reason you might want to stay on it. I know like some of you were talking that were teachers. I think the thread was specifically special ed teachers that I saw, where you're talking about collaborating on boards. Once you're on this team here, this Organize Your Life with Beta, here's all the boards, but you can go to members here, and then you can, oh, Patricia joined. Hi there. And Keisha, awesome. You can see these other people, and you can be like, oh, hey, yeah, that's the person I was talking to about collaborating on a board together. Let me talk to them. I don't know if we can actually like chat on here. I think you can somehow. I'll have to look into that. But either way, then you can come back to the group and find them, you know, if you don't remember who it is or whatever. But I think that's kind of cool. And then you can just, oh, look, I lied. It didn't show before, but here's all the other boards. Kara added them. Awesome. So these right now are the boards that are in the course as samples that you can just copy. So you can go in here. Here's Kara's home management binder, and you just go over to menu, more, copy board, and you'd have your own version. And it would not show, the copied version will not show in the team. That is now in your personal list of boards. So I hope that makes sense. Does anybody else have any other questions? I know it's getting kind of late. Well, on the East Coast it is anyway. Let's see. Okay. Patricia says, is there any way when we do a budget, to add a formula so that we have a running total as we pay bills? Use an Excel spreadsheet, and I have been working on a budget board, but not sure if this is something we could do. Okay, so the budget board, see, isn't that funny? It still doesn't show down there for me. Interesting. Okay, so I have my budget in an Excel spreadsheet also, actually in a number spreadsheet, because I tend to like that a little bit better. But anyway, I believe there is, and I will put that on our list to look into. I believe there is some kind of it might be Butler or it might be another type of extension that will let you add a formula. So I'm just trying to figure out what that would look like, Patricia. Would that be so maybe like a paying down your debt kind of a thing? If you have, here's remaining, where it would automatically calculate for you. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on list for Kara and I to. Whoops, stop moving around you. For Kara and I to look into. I will put that on the list now. Keisha says the sample boards are awesome. Good, I'm glad. That was like when we first started talking about Trello and even teaching it to people, it wasn't going to start out as a course. It was starting out as let's just share a whole bunch of sample boards and have that be like a giant opt-in or something. And it kind of evolved from there, and thinking that we might need to add video and talk to some people and add testimonials and stuff. Not testimonials, instructions, sorry. Let me find my board, and I'm going to add, here we go, random formula for budget board. Yeah. Okay, so that is what we're going to, when we talk on Sunday, we're going to talk about that. Okay, perfect. Let me just go in here, and I know there's a little bit of a delay. Whoops, come back here. Oh, see if there's any other questions in here. Oh, hold on. Kara says, Trello doesn't have that feature yet for the budget. Okay. I feel like I read something. Maybe it's not like exactly like you're looking for, Patricia, but maybe there's something where it can calculate. I don't know. We will look. Other than the calendar, okay, Keisha asks, other than the calendar power-up, are there other power-ups that you find useful? Power-up, not so much. I don't love a lot of the power-ups. However, I have found a lot of Chrome extensions to be useful. If you can still see my screen here, actually, let me go to, it's a little bit easier to see on that one, on this one, because it has a nice solid background. Okay, so there's a couple here. There's, if you, oops, come on. If you see where I'm pointing up here, this one's not going to show it very well. You can click it and it can either put everything in one long column, back to normal, or this, it's hard to see, but instead of scrolling off, it starts another list down here. Say, that one is called, what one is that? List layouts for Trello. And there's going to be a module in this. Next step for Trello is nice. I like that one. Let's see, this one, I'll just show you how this one is. Step 1, step 2. Okay. So that one will show you, and you can kind of toggle over here, see next steps. You can do, it'll show you the checklist on the front of the card. You can do just the very first checklist. Next steps, on like basically all of the checklist steps, one per checklist if you have multiple checklists on a card, or all of them. And then this one here, do you see this long bar here? This one is called, I think it's, oh, what's it called? Stop it. For some reason, my mouse is going crazy today. Trellists, one word, Trello Lists Master. So basically, if you have a board with a whole bunch of lists, it will just give you the names up here, and you can toggle them on and off. See? Let me get rid of these so that you can see it a little better. be like, oh, you know what, like, so for my blog editorial calendar, sometimes I just want to see like what I'm working on now and I just want to hide everything else. I can just hide them and just see the ones that I want. So that's pretty cool. And then the other one I use is tray labels, which, interesting. So here, so you can see tray labels will show you not just the little yellow bar, it'll show the whole name of the label. It is right here. It can also show you all the way across, little tiny dots instead of bars, or little tiny tabs. So those are the few that I use. I know there are more, especially when it comes to like calendar and stuff. And I'm going to play around with some other ones. But these are the ones that I find useful and that I've kept. Some I've started to use and then I don't like, so then I take them off and stuff like that. So, all right, so that, but we're going to do a whole module on that. That was a nice quick little overview. Okay, Keisha says, the sample boards are great samples. I created boards 6 months ago that I never used. Good samples. I'm glad you like them. I do the same thing. So sometimes I create boards that I don't end up using, and then sometimes I'll be like, oh, why didn't I think of this earlier, and create another new one. Patricia says, I've been working on books on my Kindle board and trying to organize my type of book. Oh, that's a good idea. And also what I'm reading now, when I started, when I finish. I had no idea I had so many books. Yeah, I'm a book reader too. And I have just a simple checklist on Evernote, but I was thinking of moving my book list and the categories, because I try to read a book per week and from a few different categories, not a book per week from multiple categories, like a book per week total, but I try to like rotate the categories that I'm reading between like fiction and business and Christian and parenting and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a good idea, a book board. All right, so it doesn't look like anybody else has any other questions. So bottom line it, join the team so you can get access to everything in one place, and you can also add your feedback here. That would be wonderful. And then just know that we're coming up with new stuff. We would love ideas for what you guys want to see, and know that we're working really hard to get this. This is the full course completed is due to be complete by the end of July. So we keep saying August, but it's like the very, very end of July, very beginning of August. So over the next few weeks, we're just going to be adding and adding and adding and tweaking stuff. So keep the comments coming, keep the ideas coming. We're really grateful for you guys, and have a wonderful night.